Hello everybody and welcome to episode number 10 of our competitive career mode with Swansea City. And in today's episode we start our Champions League journey. A few teams are Fenerbahce, Anderlecht, and I believe Atletico in our group. So a pretty tough group, but I felt like we could get through it. But we didn't start off with a Champions League game. We started off in the Premier League against Chelsea at the beautiful Liberty Stadium, and a good chance early for Chelsea. But we do manage to get rid of the ball. It's a good play from Chelsea, but they don't quite get it in the back of the net. But a good chance here for us. Edinson Cavani, you know he's got a good boot. He has a go and a great save from Courtois, but he doesn't really deal with it, and it's a good pouncing on the rebound by Jesus Navas, making it 1-0 for Swansea. I think Courtois should have been doing a little bit better with that, as you guys can see here on the replay. It's a great shot from Cavani, don't get me wrong. It's a great shot going bottom corner, but a goalkeeper at the caliber of Courtois should be dealing with that a little bit better than instead of palming it straight into the path of a good run from Jesus Navas. But right after we scored, literally right after, Chelsea came back up the pitch and scored and made it 1-1, and it was a Cesc Fabregas header. So I wasn't too impressed with that we gave up a header for Cesc Fabregas, but it is 1-1. At the end of the first half, still Chelsea. They had a good end of the first half. They were kind of controlling the play. Willian just going back and forth all over the place, and a good bit of block there and a good header. Well, not really a great header, but a decent effort from Cesc Fabregas, and it remains out of the goal. This time, Jesus Navas, so second half, driving into the box, puts in a beautiful ball, and it's Edinson Cavani leaping above the rest and puts it in the back of the net, giving us the lead again, 2-1 here for Swansea. And this was just a good header from Cavani. I just put the ball up in the air because I thought, okay, Wilfried Bony's on the pitch, he can win headers, but it ended up being Edinson Cavani, and he overjumped, I believe it was Godin. I can't see. I think it is Godin. He over-jumps Godin, which is a pretty good defender, and Courtois gets the goal, and it is 2-1 Swansea. This time it's Wilfried Bony playing the ball down to Andre Ayew, and he's in on goal to make it 3. Yes, he does. He makes it 3-1 Swansea. Puts the game out of reach for Chelsea, and I was feeling pretty confident we were going to go on and see this game out. Going to run to the camera, showing off in front of the camera there. Andre Ayew, he's probably been my favorite player in this series, Andre Ayew. He's a great player. I highly recommend you buy him if you haven't already on FIFA. He's a great player. And we had the lead, and that is actually how the game would finish. Looking at the stats, it was a really even game, but still we did deserve the win. And we jumped into the Champions League against Fenerbahce. It is Swansea getting the win here 3-0. And then we keep going with a win against West Bromwich 2-0. And then we actually, I believe, go on to win this game 5-0. What a good result that was. And then we go in a game against Arsenal. We just cannot be stopped. A 3-1 win against the Gunners. Then going into the Champions League against Anderlecht to get another win, 2-1. So I think that was actually an undefeated month. So a good month for us there as we jump into the month of October. And we've got some good games there, including a game against Atletico in the Champions League. So we jump into this game against Stoke City and we actually lose. So our good run is beaten there by Stoke. And then we jump into this game against Southampton and we get back to winning ways, 2-0. Simming this game against Atletico because we are at home and I felt like we had a team that could win, and Antoine Griezmann spoiling the parties. He makes it 1-0 Atletico and our first loss in the Champions League. But then we jump into this game against Everton at Goodison Park with the hopes of getting back to winning ways. And I felt really good about this game. Everton were actually pretty high up the table, and so I needed to get this win to feel pretty good here. And this is a pretty poor ball there, and he plays back to Howard, and Howard does this. I'm not sure really what happens here. Andre Ayew, though, strips him of the ball and puts it in the back, and then a really greasy goal to make it 1-0 in favor of Swansea. And I mean, this is just a poor ball, and it's just poor from Howard. It's just, I'm not really sure what he's trying to do. He just doesn't clear the ball, and he just takes a touch, and Ayew just strips him of the ball and makes it 1-0. This time, though, Wilfried Bony getting forward. He gets inside. A good shot from Wilfried Bony. The rebound, no one quite there, just scrambling away. And I think Howard actually makes a great save in the end there, but it should have been a goal for Wilfried Bony. This time, though, Jesus Navas tacking down the wing. We just absolutely controlled this game at the Goodison Park, and this is just a great solo run from Navas. It falls on the box, and just about a good finish there from Andre Ayew to get his second of the game, but doesn't quite happen for him. This time again, Jesus Navas dangerous down that right-hand flank. He plays it in the middle, a great shot attempt there, and another good save from the Everton goalkeeper to keep this game at only 1-0. This time Wilfried Bony on the header, this time just over the bar though. Wilfried Bony still hasn't scored a header for me yet this season, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. This time though, it's Yaya Toure, another Manchester City player, or former Manchester City player. He puts a good shot there. And another good save from Tim Howard, who is absolutely a beast in this game, making up for that early mistake. And this should have been a goal. John Stones with the shot off the post and cleared away here by Swansea. And then again, a ball played in. Another great save from Enyama, but it is offside. So we get a lucky break there, but we do manage to hold on to this game. 1-0 win here against Everton at Goodison Park. But then we jump into the Capital One Cup against the Dons, a 3-1 win there. Back in the Premier League against Watford, another 3-1 win. So back to winning ways and just keeping it going. But then we have 2 more Champions League games, and then we have a pretty easy Premier League games, except for the game against West Ham's a pretty tough one. But it is at home, so I don't end up playing that game. But we do beat Anderlecht. I do sim the game against Leicester, another 2-1 win there. We just cannot be stopped at the moment. But then we go into this game against Bournemouth, a team that I feel like that we could easily beat. I felt like this was a game that could maybe even get 4 or 5-0 in this game and just absolutely embarrass Bournemouth. But that was not to be the case as we jumped into this game, and it was Bournemouth getting on the early attack here, 15 minutes. And actually, no, it was actually us, but a really poor moment there from Bournemouth, a really bad tackle that ends up resulting in a yellow card for the Bournemouth player. I'm not sure, I don't think this is a red, no, it is a yellow card for Max Gradel, but it was a really filthy challenge. And this time, though, Swansea on the attack, continuing going forward, cutting in the box, a great ball in the middle, and it hits the post. I'm not sure who that was. I believe that was Wilfred Bonny who hit the post there. And going into the second half, I made a few substitutions, hoping to get something going. And so Bournemouth actually do manage to get the goal here. Great first save from Enyama, but not quite on the rebound. And this really ticked me off because I actually had to go do something, and I literally went from the main menu back to the game, and they just scored literally right away. I didn't even get a chance to try and defend this. So I was a little bit salty about that, but we were down 1-0 to Bournemouth. And Nathaniel Redmond, what a great run this is, and what a finish to his first goal. Actually, I'm not sure if it's his first goal, but a great goal at that. Nathaniel Redmond with a great goal against Bournemouth here to make this game 1-1 and bring us back in the game with still time to try and go on to win this game. As you guys can see, he just drove down that left-hand flank and then just smashed it in. He's a great player. I highly recommend that you get him as well. Him and Ayew are great on that left-hand flank, but this time it's Andre Ayew. Ayew driving around. Still 20 minutes to play. Ayew, though, cutting inside. This time it's Ayew. It's a really poor shot. I really thought that the goalkeeper should have got this one because you'll see on the replay, he just doesn't get any power behind the shot, and it just, to me, looked like it was a really savable shot of Andre Ayew's, and he just doesn't quite get down to it, the goalkeeper. As you guys can see here, it kind of, I mean, yeah, maybe it's a tough shot. Maybe he thought he was going to go low or what was going on there, but it's not a really heavy shot. But from that close, I guess almost anything will go in. And this is a great chance, Edison Cavani, to put the game out of reach and almost get us 3 goals in 10 minutes. And it's a great save from Federici to keep this game at 2-1. And actually, we actually have the former Bournemouth goalkeeper, Enyama, on our team. So against his former side, getting a 2-1 win. So an impressive result there. Andre Ayew getting man of the match. Jumping into our first Champions League game, though, against Fenerbahce. These are actually the final 2 games. I played a really weak side in this game because we were pretty well off in the Champions League. But we jump in this game against Fenerbahce here, and that's a really 5 minutes in, a really poor challenge there, and the referee's having none of that as he whips out the red card and sends our man down the tunnel. It's Caner Erkin getting sent down the tunnel in the 5th minute. And I really felt, because I was playing a pretty weak side in this game, I didn't play my top side, I really felt that we were going to just go on and thrash these guys. A great chance for Redmond there, and it's off the post, so it's unlucky for him. And this time it's Nathaniel Dyer, who Dyer is a really great player in this game. A great finish from Dyer. A really cheap option, Nathaniel Dyer. He's a great cheap option in the game. He's so good. He's really agile. He just moves, and he does exactly what you want him to do. He's small. I really like the small players in this game because you can just go around players and just drive around them. And he makes it 1-0 for Swansea here in the opening half. And as we hit the 30-minute mark, Nathaniel Redmond, another good shot, a good save though from the goalkeeper to keep it at only 1-0. But we were really in control of this game. Going down to 10 men really hurt these guys. And it doesn't make it any easier for them as they just make stupid challenges like that. I say Cavani drawing the penalty here, another chance to get a second goal in the game. As Wilfred Bonny plays it inside, and Edison Cavani just gets his legs swept out from under him. Cavani stepping up and making no mistake of that, making it 2-0 just before the halftime interval. And giving us a lead that I felt pretty comfortable with as Cavani goes and celebrates with the corner flag. But I don't know, this game was really out of hand. I felt really in control of this game because, you know, it's a 10-man. They just were all panicky. They were kicking the ball over the place. But I did make 3 changes at halftime, kind of giving some of my other big stars a rest in this one. This time it's Nathaniel Dyer again. Nathaniel Dyer, a great shot off the post, as we've hit the post a few times in this game. This time Andre Ayew, though, going down that right-hand flank. He cuts inside and then just plays a dirty tramp to Adebayo Benoit. I wanted to get the big man on the board, and I did just that, making it 3-0 here. and putting this game way out of reach for Fenerbahce, and really kind of giving us that chance to go on to the next round of the Champions League and feel really good about doing that. And yeah, just another look at this. Andre Ayew's, I think he's like 85 or something. I've trained him to about 85 overall. He's an absolute beast. He's probably he's like a world-renowned player in this career mode. Just absolute awesome. And Adebayo Akinfenwa getting a Champions League goal as well. This time though, Nathan Dyer again, he gets his second of the match. We get 4-0 in extra time, and this was just an absolute raw. I mean, having the extra man is just such a huge advantage in soccer in general, or football in general. And it works out there as we make it 4-0 and just absolutely run away with this game. And that is actually the final score of the match, as it was 4-0 for Swansea. Just a huge result for us, and it really put us in a position where we could go on to win the league. As you guys can see, after the second month, actually at the end of this episode, we're currently sitting top of the league over Newcastle, who actually should have been relegated. But yeah, so Newcastle, and then in the next episode we have December, January, and February. So if you guys enjoyed, remember to leave a like down below, and remember to check out the other YouTubers' videos as well. Their links will be in the description. And until next time, take care.